Understand I don't know y'all. Remember, I love everybody. I am not your licensed therapist, and nothing shared on this podcast should be taken as medical, mental health, or legal advice. The discussions we have here are for educational, informational, and entertainment purposes only. We engage in open, honest conversations, sometimes including the mindful use of cannabis in a therapeutic setting. So kick back, take what resonates, and remember, always consult your own licensed professional for personalized guidance.
Let that shit slide.
Right.
Dub.
Question number one, man.
Okay.
What they call you? Where you from? Any nicknames, anything like that? That's my question number one around here. What they call you? Where you from?
I mean, I think it was Bruce for a little bit. I got that. That was enough for a little bit because they had a comedian, you know what I'm saying? On stage.
Let Bruce hit it.
That Bruce hit it.
Oh, shit. Bro, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Damn, you just took me back.
That was the one back then.
Whoa.
That was it. That was what they called me, man. So it's funny because
you took me back.
Two
boy.
first names, man.
Yeah.
And you know, Ryan, it was I didn't like that for a minute, man, because it was that's like, damn, that's a girl name, that's a white girl name, or a white boy name, because you always see white girls and white boys named Ryan. So I'm like, damn, I got a mixed name for white people.
You remember that restaurant we had in Lakeland?
Yeah, Ryan's restaurant.
Okay, that's what I remember Ryan's from.
I mean, I was there eating it. Chicken was on point.
Yeah, man, come on.
Busting. So I mean, I had some positives in there, but part of that is like when you're young, you're secure, don't really know much.
Okay.
And you start finding reasons to like validate yourself. Not say self-hate, but like validate the reason why you're worth less. Right? And so part of getting through that phase is realizing that you make your name. You make your name.
Your name don't make you.
Your name don't make you. And the attaching another piece to it. I mean, I got this written down in my phone, on my calendar every morning. One of my little quotes to myself is legacy is a choice. And so you make your name, legacy is a choice. And to me, that means like Future and Drake say, it's a great time to be alive, right?
Yeah.
Right. And at this moment, the fight is different. But boy, oh boy, what you could do with what you got today in America. Comfort to be okay with enough available resources to go get yours and provide for you and your family and try to affect change or however you want to make that happen. And so for me, it ain't matter where I grew up. It ain't matter where I came from. It ain't matter the story. It don't matter none of that. I could choose tomorrow. Fuck it. I'm going to go get it. They going to know me by who I tell them I am. They're going to know me by what they see. And so my legacy will be day by day what they see each time I go out the door. And from that, my name will mean more than what it was when I was a jitterbug. And it will be more than what my mom and dad thought it was when they gave it to me. People say I do it for my parents, do it for my loved ones. You know, they find a person to be their driving force and motivator. And a part of that is there too. Like, you want your mom and dad to be proud of you, whatever. But, I think, by the time I was a teenager in high school, going to college and all that, working and shit, hit me like, yo, man, do it for you. Doing it for you will also be positive for them. Because if you really maximize what you're doing, they're going to love you no matter what happens. Because you can't be happy unless you're pleasing yourself, unless you're driving for your own truth, your own purpose. Don't fight somebody else's fight. Don't live somebody else's life. Write your own story. And so my legacy is my choice. I'm choosing how I want to write it. And I wake up every day, ready to go get that shit again. And I realized quickly, I can love my parents, I can respect them, but I don't have to listen to them if I don't agree with them. And so what that means is I'm going to follow my own path. if I believe it's right, I think they raised me right. And life has also given me examples, and I've met people and learned from other people. And so I think I have principles to say, it's right and wrong. This makes sense. This doesn't make sense. I've been led down enough fucked up paths to kind of figure out who the snakes in the grass are. And so now I'm like, yo, if it makes sense, I'm going for it. If it don't, fuck that. And so I got enough confidence in that way to know that, as long as I put my feet to the ground, that legacy is destined. And so I just really say today the name means something way more different than it did when I was a young kid. Now it's like, the guy who's passionate, the guy who's driven, the guy who outwork anybody for what he cares for, and a guy who wants to make impact. And people respect me for that now. I don't ask for it. I don't seek it. I just go do it and let the scoreboard say what it say. So for me, now I'm proud of my name. I'm from being ashamed to being proud of it.
Off of the work you put in.
Off the work I put in.
Yeah. And realization, self-realization young too. I mean, I'm imposing that, but that was my interpretation of
that's true.
What you're saying.
That's true.
Who would you contribute now, man? Cause bro, you just said so much, and I gotta make sure I touch 3 key points.
Oh, go ahead.
Right? Cause I got another question that you already done damn the answer. Yeah. But I gotta touch these key points before. So let me ask you this, and then we'll touch them 3 points. Mm-hmm. So Bruce, and then I get that because that's a nickname and you got named that. Mm-hmm. But now Ryan is your government name.
Yep.
And that's something that you didn't really like, and you had to get used to liking that name.
Yep.
Do you know who gave you that name in the sense of who had the most influence of naming you Ryan? Are you named after anybody in your family?
No, I think it was my mom. I think something happened where my older brother name was Robert, and so she wanted to do all R's. Mm-hmm. And so we had all of us was all R's effectively. And so that is as much as I know. I don't know if it was from someone else. I don't think it was named as someone. I mean, the funny thing is now, like looking back at it, knowing a little bit of something, so I'm just not related to my family, but like historically, the Bruces were rulers of Scotland.
Talk about it.
And the Brute meant like king of the Scots. And so in effect, our name means leader. And maybe just manifested itself to a point where now, knowing that after the fact, I'm like, all right, I mean, that's cool, but I felt that way for a while.
Right.
I've been leading my own ship for a while.
Right.
And so I don't think we were named after the Bruces of Scotland or the Brutes, but it's a nice little moniker that I giggle at now.
Mm-hmm. I like that though. That's powerful. That's real good.
Yeah.
I didn't know you was a middle child. I just learned that.
Yeah.
I thought you were the oldest the whole time.
No, middle, man. Okay. Seeking attention, keeping the balance, entertaining everybody.
And they say the middle child get forgot a lot of times. Like you kind of get
No, you got to go find your own path. Damn. The baby get all the attention, and the older one is been already trained.
Yeah. So
you got to figure out what to do with your free time.
Right. You got a good relationship with your older brother?
Yeah. I mean, we close, man. All 3 of us are close.
Good. Good.
Because, we all got like, weird kind of personalities and humors and shit. And so we all kind of just jive with each other because we was our own little pod, and we, joke and pick on each other. All kind of heady shit because we all kind of like, slash, book people a little bit.
Right.
And so, it became to where we was like, all just 3 partners in crime. And not today we could just sit down and just like chop it up for hours, man. It's just like, it's just super, super thick and tangible love, man.
All right. So let's get to what you actually were talking about though, bro. You said, man, woo, here we go. So from everything you told me and the way you are in your life right now, how can I pose this? Okay, I'll start this way. Let's make it real simple. Living legend. Have you ever heard of that term? Living legend.
Mm-hmm.
Man, the way you described everything, could you consider yourself that? And I only ask that because it sounds like you're trying to pave a way for your legacy. Kind of make me feel like, okay, when it's all said and done, this is going to be my legacy. But how people view you now from where you came from, and, where you're trying to go and the reaction to you, could you see yourself as maybe a living legend? I ain't trying to do you like that, but I'm just...
It's funny. Like, I think I would answer it in the way of, it's been a fucking story, right? Mm-hmm. And from A to B, I ain't supposed to be here, right? Mm-hmm. And so you sitting in the room with table, you doing shit that you shouldn't have been in the first place, right? You snuck in on their ass, and you pinching yourself like, yeah, motherfucker, you ain't know, right? And so part of it's like, I feel like the probability of how it went all through and what I've been able to like get through and do, that shit is a storybook, right? And the reason why I don't want to do living legend as much as, great, rags to riches type shit or whatever, or getting through the obstacles, is that I'm not done and the impact isn't where I want it to be. Like, I've had, fun and cool shit for myself and, family, but like, I really don't feel full, man. Like, I really feel still partially empty because like, a few jobs ago, we was doing this thing where we was mentoring kids, kind of like big brother, big sister shit. And like, my whole mindset and heart was like, damn, like, if I could go back to little me in middle school or high school, how would I help me avoid bullshit and make that path cleaner? Mm-hmm. And, or I was like thinking back to kids we was in class with, and you like, bro, you on par with me. And the system ate their ass up. And it's like, fuck, like, why are we losing so many people on this journey? And so part of me feel like until we got more wins in the class, or until that journey is easier, like, it's still a work in progress. Mm-hmm. And so when I feel like I can sit back and count multiples of groups of kids, make it 10, 20, 30, 100.
10x that thing.
Who like going through, the numbers is high on the win percentage, and their journey is treacherous. Then I could feel like a legacy is really being solidified. And then once you have a legacy being solidified, you can talk about legendary moments. And then over time, those moments can become a full, like, legendary career and track. But still a work in progress. I mean, one win don't make a legacy or a dynasty.
All right. Now watch this. What I heard you say, this is my interpretation.
Yeah.
But no participation trophies.
Nah, man.
We ain't on that.
Nah.
Yeah.
The reason is what you playing for. If you playing just to be on stage and then get a picture and a medal, fucking great. You're a legend, bro. You won. If you playing to change lives, then that shit is one chapter in a book. You needed that to happen to get to the next chapter. So it ain't even like, you don't want to like not take credit for it, but I'm saying, all right, that's like first grade. Okay. Time to go to second grade, because really we got a full scholastic endeavor in front of us. We got multiple stages and multiple boundaries to overtake. And so I think that is needed. That win was needed to get out of first grade. I agree. And I'm glad it's working. I'm glad I'm able to have a dream, execute against that. And I'm glad that hard work and faith and no foresight into actually making shit real is enough to keep my ass driving. Because there's moments where you don't see nothing in front of you, bro.
Right.
Darkness.
Yeah.
And you're like, what am I doing?
Man.
Why?
Yes, sir.
Why? Why am I running, bro? Right. Why am I running in the dark? You ain't got no map. You ain't got no GPS. You ain't got no fucking tracker, bro. You don't know how many steps you done took. All you know is just pedal, push, run. And then one day you get a medal. Or one day you finish a race. Not the race, a race. That was a lesson that if you have the right goal and the right dream and you articulate it and restructure it properly with good feedback for people that matter. Not fucking anybody, but people that matter.
Qualify those people. Yeah, qualify.
You got qualified feedback.
Yes, sir.
And you got the right direction.
Yes, sir.
Bust your ass.
Yes, sir.
Because something's going to come out of that.
I agree. See, man. Okay, because you saying stuff, right? I'm just jotting down notes as you talking.
Yeah.
This is me. I'm fortune cookie. Fortune cookie dub over here. Here we go.
Yeah.
Find your purpose. All right. So once you find that purpose, my nigga, fortune cookie dub.
Yeah.
Find your purpose. Focus on becoming. Don't focus on the outcome. You don't know. You have the faith. You put the work in and you go.
Success, what? Luck and opportunity. Hard-working opportunity, right?
Yeah. And when they meet. And the timing is right.
You got to be farming when nobody ain't looking. You got to be farming when you got to be out there hoeing, not knowing when the crop's going to come up. You got to just believe that all this ain't in vain because people just told you that that's the flex you're supposed to put on. You trust winners. You take winners. You use winners to help structure your goal. Don't just be like, yo, bro, you got an opinion on some shit, and motherfucker just tell you some shit.
Nah, bro, study.
Go talk to study winners.
Yes.
Study people that did it.
Man, biographies.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Biographies, boy.
Don't talk to nobody that ain't never did nothing.
Yes, that's true. I agree.
I mean, we could kick out and chop it, but if you ain't did shit, I don't really want to hear you.
I am definitely trying to help people with this, right?
Exactly.
And I'm getting like-minded individuals, not that we think the same, but it's just, I think that you and me, when we talk, can benefit the masses. And also we might benefit each other in that moment as well. Exactly. You see what I mean? Yeah. So it's a selective process in what I'm doing, but it's about, like you said, qualifying the people who are going to give you some type of advice. I don't want everybody on my show. No, I mean, I'm throwing that out there. I don't want that out there.
I mean, the thing about people
and
this is the part about it. Like, if you want to be successful, look at successful people.
Okay.
And the ones that align with your direction, read about their wins and their losses. Because it's not a straight line. There are no overnight success. There's 10 years overnight successes, right?
Right.
10 years of work to get to overnight.
Yep.
Because they recognize you at the snapshot. But you've been farming, hoeing, running in the dark for 10 years.
Reaping what you sow.
Reaping what you sow. And so I think a lot of people want early, quick, fast, microwave. That don't exist.
Well, that's our society. We've been conditioned to want that.
Yeah.
Nobody ain't trying to really put in that long-term work, man. Or even just have the force, have the vision of long-term.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's, man, I got a lick. I'm finna hit it. We finna run it.
Yeah.
But, okay. One of the questions that come up a lot of times when people say they got money and stuff. Okay. So how much money do you make? All right. Let's say, I don't know, just soft numbers. Let's just say you make $80,000. Okay, cool. Now, you might hit that lick one time, but have you kept that going for at least 3 to 4 years? You know what I'm saying? Some traction showing like, okay, there's an increase and your trajectory is, this is me and I ain't going back. Compared to I hit that one lick, two lick, and I'm right back in the bricks,
roller coaster, right?
Yeah, man. What you did with that money? What you did with that opportunity? So it happens, you know, that little flash in the pan happened, but that ain't gonna sustain you long term, bro. Think long term.
You gotta be on like building sustainable, broad, expandable, scalable.
Yes.
I mean, you know, on the business topic of it, I mean, really what it boils down to is equity, bro. Either you providing something that gives you equity and you can flip that equity. Every billionaire in the world, for the most part, has equity that has been multiplied. And like the business piece of it, even Robert Smith, Vista, whatever, you know, Buffett, whatever. A lot of these guys, they'll say, all right, I got $1 million. I go invest it in something, make it, let's say it's a private company. Yeah, this is the easiest, simplest way. I got $1 million. I start a business, or I go invest in a business. I buy the business out from you. You run in your shop across the street, whatever. You got family, kids, you want to deal with the headache. I buy it from you for $1 million, and I expand that from one location to 100 locations. Then I go get a bank loan. I turn it to 1,000 locations. Then I got Suncoast, Truist, Morgan Stanley, Bank of America knocking on my door because bankers like assets that they can lend against to get interest. That's the name of the game. So now I turn my $1 million investment to 1,000 location complex or enterprise, and I go to a bank to issue public stock, which means I'm just giving some of my ownership to the public. I'm selling out some of it, or I can sell out all of it. But here is where the game turns funny. I put $1 million in. Even with 1,000 locations, it may still be worth just $1 million.
Oh, yeah, on paper.
On paper.
Yeah.
I go to the public equity market to issue an IPO or whatever.
Yeah.
And the bankers talk to a bunch of people that are just like enthusiastic and they want the hottest shit. And they value your 1 million equity at $1 billion equity.
Okay.
You sell your shit to the market. You're $1 billion overnight. Most of the wealth
It's not liquid though, right?
not yet,
Okay,
but on paper.
Okay, and that's really what matters.
Yeah, that's really what matters.
Okay.
Right now, you got flexibility because you can borrow against that.
Exactly.
Or you can just sell it out and just be done with it.
That's
But all of the largest wealth is from equity investments that were flipped at a multiple in the public market. That's where, really, the equity, you got to be long-term focused and say, all right, what am I doing to scale this to create equity for myself?
Okay.
Not say I'm just going to start a business and sell some t-shirts. That's cool.
No.
That's a good start. But how are you going to scale that? You got to get employees. Yep. You got to get multiple brands, multiple colors. Maybe you're doing dry fits. Maybe you're doing washwear. Maybe you're doing female. Maybe you're doing nurse outfits. Like hit different product lines because now you got the bite. People biting on you, right? Everybody like your product. Now keep them coming. I don't want no one-time customer. I want repeat.
That's what the money is.
Across multiple product lines.
You have a child.
I have a child. Yeah.
Now, I don't, and I've been told in order for me, Eric, to have a legacy, I need to have children. I have someone who has a child who is also telling me that his legacy ain't even written yet. He's going.
Yeah.
So could you explain to me how is it that you feel like you don't have the legacy, even though you have offspring, you have progeny, you've produced a child with your wife?
Yes, I think.
Talk to me on that one.
There's a difference in how I view that. I think having a family tree that's sprouting and developing, that is the opportunity to develop a legacy. I don't think outcome and just time equals legacy. I think you have to perpetuate and do good. I think legacy is a positive connotation.
Oh.
Because you have motherfuckers that fuck up their kids, and that's not something you would want to call a legacy. The kids out there doing bullshit.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And
okay.
It's really about positive, productive, impactful activity. And if you have children, you want to bestow that, invest that into them also, so they can help push the ball forward. And so the children is part of your eternal fight to perpetuate that legacy. Keep that journey going. It's good to have
you saying some shit, boy.
It's good to have your mission statement in hand, and then have your child or your prodigy, even if adopted or cousins or anyone related to you, anyone that you trust. I would say that trust to perpetuate and push that legacy and that mission statement. Because that's when it's like, because really you have a short time on this earth, literally a blip. Yeah. You come and you go.
Yeah.
And if nothing you've done is lasting and impactful and positive, and that's why I say legacy is not about having kids. Because if you haven't done anything to help anybody out, nobody give a fuck about it. You got 100 kids. You got 10 kids, you ain't did shit. Nobody want to talk about you. Even the kids don't want to talk about you. So
I just need you to say, I just needed to hear somebody else say that.
So yeah. I mean, it's really about having that productive, impactful mission to like make shit better. And when you have offspring relations or not, or, the next generation, you want to give them that torch to push that shit forward. Yeah. And that's where you perpetuate change, because change happens over time. Yeah. You can't have no decade change. You got to have like century shit. Because that's when it's that point, it's sustainable. It's there. This is the standard. It is not a moment in time. It is the standard.
The first time I heard the 100-year rule was from China. They teach their children, like just in school, just however coming up. Yeah. You need to think about the next 100 years. That's how we keep everybody good. You need to think about when you're 6, when you're 8, you need to be thinking about 108 years from now. What are you going to do to impact that?
Yeah.
I ain't never heard that before coming up over here.
No, I mean,
ain't never heard that shit.
I mean, that's why we in a tough fight as Americans with those people because they used to run the world 600 years ago. Yeah. They were the global power. They had the biggest economy. They had the most resources. They had paper Silk currency. Road, they had all that. And they had infighting. Corruption.
That's all, but that's any people though. Any people
that's
have
human.
infighting.
That's human.
That's human.
That's human history.
That's one of the human things.
Perpetuate. Right. And they got caught slipping and sleeping. And then some foreign friends took advantage of that ass.
Is there a reason you don't smoke? And no pressure, just curious.
Yeah. So, I mean, for me, I've been around it since I was born for the most part, family from the islands. And so spliffs was everywhere.
Parents had it around you?
Yeah, mom all the time. Oh, yeah. Always.
Okay.
I hit a couple times, but I don't know, the effect, it wasn't that powerful for me. It was like something to do, not the thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, like, I guess a nice alcoholic drink, I feel I like that feeling more. It's more my style. Like I like the small buzz, and not to mention, this been demonized, right? And so to parlay in it, you got to be very careful about how you manage that. It's becoming less so now, but part of that felt like the system they put us in have so many trap doors, so many booby traps. It's hard to manage that because you're already carrying so much luggage and burden that if you ain't on your P's and Q's, that could cut you up. And so for me, it was like, damn, like I would flex with it, but I don't trust myself to manage that obstacle course, to be real with you.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was one of them things where I was like, you know what? I'm just going to stay out of that because they already got targets on my head. And so I don't trust myself being able to manage all the minefield that comes with. Is be real with you.
Oh, yeah.
Now, if I was, Steve Thompson or Steve Tyler from North Lakeland going to the, whatever, right?
To the dispensary. Yeah.
To the dispensary.
Yeah.
Then we're just experimenting and getting in touch with our inner selves, which ain't the shit we got to deal with. We deal with automatic traffic, automatic conceal, automatic ready to distribute, yada, 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 because the system is what it is. But so, like, if I was not who I was, life would be different and I would experiment more, experience things differently. But
so I want to touch on the maneuvering, like through that minutia, that bullshit. So I started a consulting business surrounding the weed, but I made it very vague. So that way with my title, you don't know that it's weed. It's smoking wit. Being witty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I have a podcast called Smoking with Your Therapist.
Yeah.
All right. I got my weed card. All right. I applied for business loans and all kind of stuff. Like you said, it's very tricky.
Yeah.
Even though it's a little more lax now, they still got a stigma on that shit.
Yeah.
So that's why I have a LLC with Smoking Wit, and I'm a consultant, image consultant, keeping it very vague.
Yeah.
So I can now get those type of loans and stuff. But if I told them, oh, this is a weed business, I ain't selling weed, but I am.
Yeah.
That's
even
pretty
the
much
topic of it, right?
Right. I can't. They shut it down at the door. They asking all kind of questions. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, let's move a little different.
Yeah.
So okay,
it's tricky,
all right,
man. It's tricky.
All right. Well, with that being said, that was kind of like a first move for me because I never started a business.
Yeah.
I'm doing something different.
Yeah.
But this is me actually getting behind something. What's your motto in life? Words to live by, or are the words to die to?
My legacy choice was one of the first ones. I have 3 of them that I have on my phone that I look at every morning, bro.
Okay.
I mean, people say, bro, you so serious, bro. I'm like, you got to be serious, man. If you don't take it serious, nobody else will.
Well, our people are serious about not being serious. Meanwhile, white people are serious about playing hardball with people who look like us.
Yeah.
And to me, that hardball is called genocide. Now shut up. Go ahead. That's one of my mottos.
I mean, bro.
But keep going.
Legacy is a choice.
Okay.
Ideas without execution are hallucination. Ideas without execution are hallucination. Ideas without execution are hallucination.
That's sweet.
So unless you put that shit in action, you hallucinating, bro. Ideas without execution are hallucination. I can't even talk about.
No, I get that. My response to that would be more of like, because it's close to what I say in the sense of we talk about knowledge being power, and I think that's wrong. Knowledge plus the application is the power.
Yes.
If you don't apply what you know to your life, or not apply, but it's still the knowledge. Like, okay, I know, like, okay.
Yeah, I'm choosing not to do that.
Right.
Exactly.
That's still application.
No choice is, no action is a choice.
Inaction is action.
Inaction is action.
It's a sign of it. Yeah, it's a form of action.
Yeah. Another is.
We're going to read it.
Yeah. Work ethic eliminates fear.
Yes, sir. Bro, I'm going to shake your hand, man. I'm going to shake your, I ain't scared of shit no more, bro.
Work ethic eliminates fear.
I ain't scared of shit no more, bro. You know why?
If I do it, I'm prepared.
Because I'm putting in the fucking work.
Yeah.
You can't tell me I ain't working. And then look, I don't care what nobody else say. I'm doing it for me. My legacy is for me, right?
Yeah.
However, people have seen a change in me. People do talk about it, right?
Yeah.
But fuck all that.
It ain't about that.
Ain't about none of that shit.
I appreciate it, but that's not the purpose or the point.
Yes, sir. Fear.
And really,
all right, let's go.
That's like those driving points. Those are my supporting pillars. The tagline, the headline, the fucking top of the house. The pursuit of happiness, truth, and impact. The pursuit of happiness, truth, impact. Happiness is what you want it to be, bro.
No, it
ain't.
No,
it ain't.
Let me tell you why. And I want you to push back.
Yeah.
Because, man, I used to think this. But happiness comes in spurts. You can't plan happiness. Think about it. I mean, if you can, tell me. Yeah. But you can't even plan. You can plan events that you think might bring you joy. Yeah. But when you get there, you still might not be happy.
No. Yeah. I mean, I see what you say.
Happiness comes in spurts, bro. And you can't predict it.
No, you can't. You can't, because you have moments where you are completely opposite on a large degree. But again, the pursuit of it.
Okay.
The pursuit.
The chase, the thrill.
The thrill.
I know what you're saying. That'll keep you going.
Keep you going through the bad days.
Sir. Yes, sir.
And for me,
yes, sir.
Happiness is peace. The pursuit of peace. That's it. When I know I've worked and I know I've executed and I know my legacy is being written, I think I will be at peace. I would say I would be at peace, but I'm not there yet.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, right.
And you won't know until you know.
And truth is really finding it yourself.
Yeah.
Seeking it yourself. Looking at all angles, both sides of the story, and coming to your own conclusion of what makes fucking sense. Because if it don't make sense, it can't be the truth.
I agree.
It can't be.
No, I agree.
And all of that helps you lead with impact, right? Because now you're making change, you're making a difference. You perpetuate so always, you can almost say pursuit of happiness and truth equals impact if you want it to. But I just say and impact. So those three things lead me to say I'm going to work hard and not be fearful of anything. I'm going to fucking not hallucinate about all these things I have in my head. I got to go fucking I got to execute. Because if I'm not executing, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. No, that's real.
Don't talk to me, bro.
Has someone ever given you a last chance, and for what? Let's go down. Has someone ever given you a last chance, and what was that reason if they did? Yeah,
I would probably say my girl.
The lady in your life now?
Lady in my life now. It was years ago. She was like, it's either now or never, I'm gone, right? The ultimatum they always give you when you trying to figure your shit out. And I thought I had a good reason. I'm like, y'all trying to finish this shit with this work shit, get this money right.
Okay.
Because y'all don't want to hang out with no broke motherfucker, right? You say it don't matter about the money, but then you want to go out. It don't matter about the money, but you want to hang out. You want to eat. You want to dine. But we can't do what they doing. But it don't matter about the money. So I've seen money make, a girl unhappy because she thinks that what she means by quality time is not always the same thing as quality time. You can sit on the couch every day and quality time, but you want to get out and go do things. So whatever. My mindset was, let me hedge myself and go get that and then come back and find you. She basically was like, it's neither now or no. Yeah. And so it now or never forced me to say, all right, this is my second chance to go do this the right way. And the point is this. The story will never be clean. It will always be messy. You live life moving forward one day at a time. You can't wait for the perfect time. to start anything, because that may be your only shot. It may not matter if you would have been better prepared next year to do a podcast with more this and less that and more primped and less. It don't matter. The best time to start is now. That's why the New Year's resolution and all that shit, I don't follow none of that. People are like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get in shape, cuz I'm gonna do this. I'm like, all right, better start right now. Let's go. No, cuz I'm gonna this weekend though. I'm like, no. If it matter to you, today. Right now. Don't let the night end before you ain't start. So second chances, that chance forced me to realize that if something matters and you care about it and you want to get it done, do it now. Because it may not be a tomorrow. It may not be a tomorrow. And you don't worry about looking back and say, oh, if I could have, should have, would have. No, information you had at that point, you made the best choice you could at that point. That's how you live with your life. What you knew when you did it and what you did. The woulda, coulda, shoulda, if I knew is torment for fools. It's torment for fools. Because only a fool would think they would have foresight. There's no shit that somebody with wisdom has. Only a fool. Wisdom is learned walking forward, not looking forward. And you be grateful if somebody gives it to you for free who already walked forward. But you don't have wisdom and foresight if you haven't walked through that shit. So don't be a fool and torment yourself at night saying, if I woulda, shoulda, coulda. Unless you made a bad choice and you knew better. But if you were at the time and made the best decision with the information you had, that is what you live with. And if there's a mistake was made from that, you learn from it. And now you got the wisdom that you have and you can do it better next time.
Only if you're afforded the opportunity to get it next time.
Yes.
That's the thing, because
that is a huge situations,
certain
some
situations.
Some of them are deal breakers, end of the road, death penalties.
Yeah.
They happen. And the sad part of life is it ends, bro. But you know it ends. And so that's just what you accept.
How'd you feel about the ultimatum being given to you? Even though hindsight, Monday morning quarterbacking it, like I'm looking back, well, I made the right decision.
Yeah.
But
at the time, I felt like she was fucking up my plan. I felt like she didn't understand the mission. And I was sort of, I ain't gonna say resentful about it for a little bit, but I definitely felt like it was somebody who wasn't aligned with what we were trying to do. But that was me not thinking broadly enough. I was too much in my own shit. I was being a little selfish about it. And selfless versus selfish. There's time for both. Sometimes you got to do you to do others. Because if you don't get it, then it won't help everyone else. Okay. People see you running and they think you're running to get you in shape. Like, I'm running to feed everybody. Because once I win this race, I can give back to all of y'all. I'm not running to sit in a bag of resources and bag of medals. That shit, you can only eat one slice of bread, right? I don't need multiple loaves. I'm running to support all of y'all. So it's hard to explain to a lot of people who think you're being selfish for doing a focused endeavor, when really the point of that is to help them. But you can't worry about that. You got to stay on your mission and keep going. And then when you're done, you come back and you don't say, see, I told you so. You said, thank you for your patience, right? Thank you for your patience. Here we are. Because you can't share a dream with everybody.
No, you can't. But you said something earlier that made me think about this word, joy. So you focus, laser focus. You going out to kill. You know what you need to go get, bring back home. You going out to get that. But the people, well, your lady in your life is saying, I understand that, but I need some security. I need to understand where we stand in this too, though. Even though you going to do all this, who's to say you go do all this and I'm holding you down and then now I'm left with nothing. See, they look at it differently. You feel me? And now watch this. I had to learn this as a man too. And I could be wrong, but I've been married for a while. I've been married since 2000 and I've been married since 2015. I've been with my wife since 2008. The lady, I've been with her since that long. It's a quote we got. Joy. So in order to understand the benefit of joy, like you need to have someone you can share that shit with. Like, okay, I got all this. I go do it, but then I'm by myself.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
And the hard part is they don't make it on the journey with you.
Oh, shit.
Like, that's the torment a little bit.
Damn.
And there's been many battles.
Yeah.
Where we had to like re-up the motivation, re-up the team spirit, right?
Yeah.
Get some fellowship in. Let's refocus on what is the point of all this?
Yeah.
Because there's points where it's like, is it worth it, right?
Right.
And so at that point, you got to sit back down and y'all, powwow and be like, this is what we said. This is what's happening. This is how you feel. Does it make sense to you still, right? Yeah. If we go and get that, can we sustain? Can we just see like this is just one bad day?
Yeah.
Like this is not every day. And so there's a lot of like refocusing and recalibrating that has to be done on that mission. The nightmare is you find that person, you're down for everything, ride or die, and they don't make it there with you, bro.
For whatever reason.
Yeah. I just feel like an empty battle, empty war.
Yeah.
They call it a Pyrrhic victory, right? It's a war. You win the war, but you really lost it. It's a loss, but it's a win. That's a loss. Pyrrhic victory.
I like that.
It's a win, but a loss.
Well, I'm going to answer this way because of what you said, the terms you said, ride or die. Meaning, if she don't die and she didn't make it, she was not ride or die.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
When have you ever made the first move?
There's a lot of like little sub stories, but for me, I think the biggest first move was, this is a long answer, but I'm gonna put the thread through it.
Do you think?
My first move was saying, hey, I am going to go into finance and investments and get me a fucking big boy job. And that's a broad ass, vague ass statement, but let me like contextualize it. So finance is normally in New York. It's nothing really here in Florida. They mainly hire white boys with 4.0s from Harvard. And it's mainly a club, network, boys club situation. And so to be a son of immigrants from Podunk, Central Florida, Lakeland, don't know nobody, when the USF, you know what I'm saying? No real direction on how to even get to that shit. Plus you a nigga, right? And so literally it looks impossible. So the first move was saying, I dream this dream and I'm going to do it. With no foresight, no guidance, no plan, no trail. And so for me, it was like really believing that, the first move was like, I believe in me, right? That's the first step. I believe in me, man. I believe in me. And don't nothing look clear and nobody give you no guidance and you really don't know if it's hallucination, right? Am I really tripping here or just actually a tangible, real outcome? I can really execute on this. And so going to school, networking, working, learning. And really, once you had a clear vision, everything you do has to be a block in that step. Like if you know your path of the road, you got to build that road. Like don't be wasting time doing some side shit that ain't got nothing to do with building that road. And so basically I was on focus from day one. Once I had that point, like once my compass was at that direction, I'm like, all right, what do I need to do to get there? And so I was just learning everything I could from everybody I read about and saw online and getting books and shit. And I quickly realized that most people didn't really care how to get there. They just want to be there. They're like, I just want to do this. And I'm like, well, what are you doing to get there? Fuck no, you don't want it then, bro. You don't want it. If I got to make you want it, you don't want it. I can't make you hungry. You don't want to eat. You might have just playing around at the table. You see kids there, 2 hours around the table, ain't ate a piece of chicken or nothing. The plate full. Like, mama, they ain't hungry. Get them from the table. You could beat him to make him eat, but he ain't hungry. I can't make you if you hungry and you really want it. People come up there, you be, little young bucks trying to ask for advice and stuff. Mm-hmm. And, I used to give them my whole game plan and I stopped that. I stopped that shit quick.
I'm stopping you on that one. I'm jumping in. I'm going to work my way backwards. Here we go.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't, well, fuck that. Ain't no sometimes. Don't cast your pearls to swine.
Yep.
I'm starting on that point right there. When you giving everybody the game, because everybody ain't ready for that. And then some people, I had to learn this. Some people that you actually will try to help like that, they will start to envy you. They will start to hate you. You will become the enemy. So I had to back up off that. You know what I'm saying? Because I hate this quote. I hate it, but it's the fucking truth. All skin folk ain't kin folk. Now I look at when I see somebody else who look like me, yeah, that's my boat brother. That's my boat sister. Because we was all separated.
Yeah.
We don't know. I don't know what's coursing through your veins. You don't know what's coursing through my veins. At the end of the day, we don't really know. So I have to look at you like that. You might be some kin to me. I do that off rip. But then if you show me something different, then okay, we got to move accordingly. I'm no fool. You know, so you can't always just. We want to, because we excited about it. It's love. And we done came into some new information and we excited about it. We see a route. Nigga, do this and run it. Let's go. That makes sense. But if you, come on, I can't be excited for you about yours. I get that. But now, boy, you hit some key motherfucking points. Faith in me. All right. You got to have, and this is me. I have faith in the creator, but I know that I'm made in the creator's image. Faith in me. He's giving me, she's giving me whatever. Everything that I need is in me, and ain't nothing gonna be put on me that I can't handle. And if it's for me, can't nobody take it. So come on, I'm good. Faith in me. All right. Got that. Work ethic. I can have all the faith in the world, all this emotion, all this passion, but if I ain't putting no pen to paper, if I ain't putting no foot to road, I gotta do something. You gotta start somewhere. So yes, and keep going. Stay consistent at that shit. Work ethic. I get that. Laser fucking focus, man. Selfless and selfish. You said that last time. I want to point that out.
It's hard. That's a hard
Selfish
balance.
and selfless.
It's a hard balance.
So I think that's where you at right now in your life too, though, bro.
Yeah, I mean, so
this next move that you finna have to try to make.
It seems so selfish, bruh. He doing it on his own. Why you give a fuck about his own shit? And you like, hold on,
long term though, boy. Woo.
Let me point this out. If we in a village and I gotta go get that shit to bring back before we can cook it, it's that one lion out there. Me to that lion, that gotta be a selfish engagement. I gotta say, fuck anybody else out there, that motherfucking him, her, the third. I gotta care about me getting to the lion, and I have to care about me more than the lion so that I can provide for y'all. So I have to have moments of realizing that I need selfish focus and execution to be able to selflessly support my unit. And so it's hard because people think you got to walk with a group to execute shit. And you got to share the dream and you got to keep everybody on page. No, man. If they're not helping you get the job done, you better solo.
And if not, the unit mate in that situation has to, this is a must understand the mission at hand.
Yes.
And be supportive.
Yes.
You cannot deter my mind away from what I got to do. And that's the emotional part.
Yeah.
I understand that you want me here. I understand that you feel like you need me here, but I got to go do what I got to do for the long term. So we going to be straight.
Yeah.
And you got to understand that, and you need to support me in this.
I mean, the problem is it's hard to see something you ain't never seen before.
That's real. Agreed.
And to share a dream with somebody who ain't, and, you know, be real with you. More people we know and been around ain't never seen nothing like it. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's talking crazy stuff, right? And so, you know, little insight to the situation. This episode I'm in now took a moment of, are you being selfish or selfish? Mm-hmm. Because at first it was like, this ain't what you said. This ain't what I signed up for. And I'm like, yo, trust me.
Right.
I see it. I know it. It don't make sense because you ain't got no example. I don't have an example, to be real with you, but I know what I've seen and what I've heard, and I believe we deserve it too.
I mean, and you've gotten us this far. I want to put this point out there too. I don't know if you one of them types, but it's like the unit mate, the partner in this may have hesitation, but it's like, my guidance, my leadership, everything that I've done, my research, my work.
You got to trust me.
That's what I'm saying. I've earned that.
And that's why this second move is less painful than the first move.
All right.
Cause now because it was a moment where I want to say, called it a year and a half ago. We standing, we chilling. She looking out from whatever we was doing.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, damn, boy, you right. You did it. You were fucking right. Good call, young man.
Right.
Good call.
Yeah.
You doing this for us. And now I see it. And that shit was like another lightning bolt to the gut, bro. You was like, yeah, right? Now we a team. For a second, we were, you know what I'm saying? We was kind of rolling like two ships. Now we one ship. It's going to be hard, but you got to understand, like, hey, we on a mission for us. And so, you know, that's where, you know, now I'm like, yo, my biggest thing was, first thought, I could do this. I know it don't seem like it, but if I put in the work and the time and the focus, executing it. So damn, I did it, executed it, got to the job, doing the thing in finance, and don't know nobody else doing it. Ain't nobody else look like me. I ain't got no real mentors. And so I'm basically walking and crawling at the same time, bumping into walls, figuring, I'm basically trailblazing shit. And not to be like, woo me. That shit's scary, bruh.
Of course.
I'm like, this shit is scary, bruh.
Yeah.
You wake up feeling like an imposter. Like, how the fuck am I here? Why did I get this shit, right? Why am I sitting in this seat? And it's like, fuck it. It don't matter. You worked for it. You earned it.
Let's discuss something in your life you just can't seem to get over or push through, even as time passes. This is not that day-to-day stuff. This is that I can't seem to understand why I keep going through this, like time and time again. Like, why? Do you have anything like that in your life?
It's not really personal, but it's more like career, business wise. It's, one, you're always one person. You're always the one in the room. I've always been the one.
What does that mean?
The only black guy at the table at a certain department, at a certain business, in a certain company.
In your professional life?
In my professional life.
Okay.
And to get to that table took Herculean effort. So it's like, the question is, why do I have to do so much just to be here? Why do I have to work twice as hard? Why do I have to be twice as nice? Why do I have to do so much more for the same handout? And then why am I held to a different standard after the fact? I got to do more to get there, and I got to do more to stay there. It's draining. It's draining. It really is draining.
How do you get through it, though? That's my thing. Because, I mean, you've been in this professional setting for quite some time, and this is something you're dealing with. What have you found to maybe cope with that, or how do you work through it?
Part of it is understanding that I have to share my lessons and bring more of us in. So that's the point of impact. Like you go through the muck, you go through the battle and the war, you figure out all the secrets of the game, you go back and you share it. And you say, hey, next time if it's 3 of us at the table or 4 of us at the table, this is going to be a different playing field. And secondly, you do it yourself.
Okay.
Now you got a firm of y'all and us and we can then perpetuate good behavior. But both of that requires going back, mentoring, teaching, and making sure you ain't the only one that knew something. Because to have knowledge and not share it is not have knowledge at all, really, when it boils down to it. To go through and learn and do and not share it is to basically be nothing with nobody. You're a nobody. It doesn't count. It's a 0 in the book.
Yeah.
1 plus 0 is 1. But in that case, it's 1 minus 1 because you took your own shit out the game. You brought it in, you took it out. You didn't add nothing to it. Right. So you end up with nothing. And so I really think part of it is bringing more of us in there so they can see and appreciate and accept. Because the truth about it is they don't really do Asians like that or Indians like that. They bring them all in because they think they all got, you know what I'm saying, qualities, right? For us, they like...
How are they treated, though?
Oh, they don't. I mean, they barely. Not much better. I mean,
I just want to point. So they see a benefit because they can use them.
Yeah. I mean, that's a whole different conversation.
Oh yeah. I ain't trying to go there, but I just say
they're not winning on that phase.
Yeah, they still being mistreated.
They got to be in.
They may have a higher. They got a position.
They got to fit their block. Quiet, hardworking.
Put the H down. Put the H down. Put the H down. Put the H down.
All right.
So yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I think part of that is just like, damn, like we still got to do more for less.
I see. I like that you are looking for solutions in this, even though this is a problem that you didn't create. This is a problem that was there before you even got there.
Yeah.
But you are looking for solutions while you're within the system.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to change them because you basically gonna get shot. Speaking up, so the better way to do it is flood the system, flood the fucking system, flood it.
Right.
Flood it with us, knowing how to do it. Yeah, flood it. I
like that.
So that's it, man.
Ryan, thank you so much, my boy.
Hey, man.
Bruce.
Hey, man. Appreciate it.
I end every show this way. What do you call me? How did we meet? And we out. How do we meet?
I call you Doug. We met since yay high. I don't know, it's like 3rd, 4th grade, man. We grew up together, went to school together.
Yeah, man.
Grew together.
Yeah, man.
And now we sharing lessons together, man. Hopefully to make better communal progress and using venues like this to share. So we definitely make it additive for all of us.
Yeah,
Appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, man. I know we been around the world and back. Had a lot to talk about. I know you got to get out of here.
Yeah.
Man, put the H down and come solve these problems.